This young lady of a minifigure is super excited to be staying at the hotel in a Lego city that is now MILS plated, or at least the buildings that you see here are MILS plated, which is the subject of today's video. Welcome to Henrik Builds Lego. I am Henrik. Let's check it out. All right, my friends, if you're like me, you're looking to take your Lego city from just building sets to building your own stuff attached to it or instead of it, you will inevitably come across the term MILS plating. It is modular integrated landscaping system, and the most common design that is referenced is this one right here. And as you can see, there's a lot of 2x2 bricks, some 2x3 bricks, some 1x4 Technic bricks. If you look from the side, you'll see 2 on each side. And then what you're supposed to do is you cover this design with 4x4 plates. And of course, if you're like me, you'll notice that the high brick count of this thing means you need a lot of pieces, which means a little bit more money to upgrade from just the base plates that all the modular buildings so far have come with. You start with that at the bottom and add stuff to it. It's going to cost a little bit. Common prices range from around $10 to $30, depending on how many parts you purchase or how many parts you have, and in what color. A common cost-saving measure is to not use 4x4 plates, but adding larger ones. This is a 4x6. If I place it down, this part that's got the 2x2s underneath it is going to be very sturdy. Now, if you go down this road, you're going to want pieces underneath here. So feel free to rearrange the 2x2 bricks accordingly. One thing to be aware of when it comes to doing MILS plating in 2024 and beyond is that Lego has announced as of a couple years ago that they're going to move away from the old base plates. The reason for that being the thickness of a Lego base plate is about half of a regular plate. For comparison, here's the 4x6 that I showed earlier. And if I move it accordingly, you can see it doesn't line up. If you're building your city on a flat surface with no overhangs, then by all means, continue using the old-fashioned base plate as the basis of your MILS plates. But if you have other requirements, such as overhangs, or if you want to have something a little bit underneath your MILS plates, or if you need additional structural integrity, what I'm about to show you is going to be interesting, and it is the way that I am going for my Lego city. This is my MILS design for 2024 and beyond. It uses 16x16 Lego plates. They connect via the 2x2 bricks. And in addition to that, we have 4 1x4 Lego Technic bricks on each side. And I didn't mention this in the original design, but these are so that you can connect your plates and have them stick to each other. So why do I have 4 Technic bricks on each side? As you have seen in my Lego city, all the buildings are in one line. What I haven't mentioned is I do sometimes swap them out, rearrange them. And because the Lego modular building collection ranges from regular 32 by 32 base plates to some having 16 by 32 and others having 48 by 32, this creates an offset of half a regular base plate. So if I want to put anything in front of it, it might start here and go another base, half a base plate off to the side. And if I want to have it connect in a very stable way, I'm going to be using the new ones in the middle. Overkill for most people, maybe even for me, but I'd rather over-engineer things and not have to touch them later than have too few and having to create a mess in my living room later. So yeah, this is what the 32 by 32 regular plated MILS design looks like that I use. And of course, I did mention there's half base plate buildings out there. So here we go. 16 by 32. 4 on the long side. 2 on the half C's side. And a lot of room for everything that goes in between. It is very stable. As you can see, they click together very neatly, and I can hold it in one hand, pretty stable. Of course, if there's a coat of plates on top, it'll be even more stable. But here you go. This is what it would look like for the most part if you have a 48 by 32, with the exception that this line of bricks here would just be 2 by 2s, and everything would still hold together just fine. And since I have both of these out, let's take a look at the offset example. I would have it here. As you can see, this leaves room for something else on the side. Speaking of side note, this also gives you opportunities to maybe even have MILS alleyways that are only 8 studs wide. And then you can just continue with a fresh 32 by 32 all the way here. And then maybe another road or a park entrance, something on the side here. So more offsets for additional stability if you need it. And that's how I do MILS. The final thing I want to show you is a cheaper alternative. And as you may guess, this plate here is not Lego. It is a 32 by 32 plate from a company called Strictly Bricks. I will put a link down below if you want to check it out. I'm not sponsored by them. I just picked up a whole bunch of these because Lego does not make 32 by 32 plates. If anyone works for Lego who stumbles upon my channel, please add me to the list of people who wants proper Lego 32 by 32 plates. These are pretty good quality. I would say 90-something% close to genuine Lego. Cool thing about them, you can build underneath. So keep that in mind if you have ideas for that. And I'm sure most people with a ton of bricks do. I would use real Lego if they had 32 by 32 base plates. Well, 32 by 32 regular plates, so I don't have to go off brand. But until they do, this is the option, and it doesn't cost a lot. Here's a size comparison, just so I'm not full of crap. It lines up perfectly on top as well as underneath if we were to try and stack them together. Very cool. All right, friends, thank you for watching my take on how to do MILS plating in 2024 and beyond. Do consider subscribing for more updates to the city, as well as other Lego sets that I'm going to be building and showing to you. Over here, you can see me holding this modular building with one hand by the corner. Normally, it would cause everything to fall into pieces on the ground. And as you can see, I'm going to be spending some time MILS plating the rest of my city. Take care, my friends.